and his word is not in us. So with that reading, we'll hand it over to Ollie.
Thank you, Brother Dave, and good evening, brothers and sisters. It's lovely to be with you here tonight for our final growth night of the year and to consider this very important fundamental topic of fellowship. And in the spirit of fellowship, Sister Sherry and I bring with us the love and greetings from our brothers and sisters at the Foothills Ecclesia who we visited and met with this morning. So tonight we're going to be talking through some of the fundamentals. What is fellowship? How is it defined in the Bible? And what does it look like in practice? Specifically tonight, we're going to be thinking about the basis of our fellowship with each other, where the limits of that fellowship is, and why it is that we define ourselves the way that we do as Christadelphians. But let's start from the start, and we'll begin with the basics. What is fellowship? Well, the word that's most commonly used for fellowship throughout the New Testament and describing the association that brothers and sisters had in the first century ecclesia is a word you may be familiar with. It's the word in the Greek koinonia. And it's used a number of times throughout the New Testament. It's defined a number of different ways. Strong's defines it as a partnership, participation together, interaction, monetary benefaction, communication, or some form of distribution of goods or wealth. Vine's Bible Dictionary defines it as a communion, a fellowship, sharing things in common, or it could be the outcome. So the outcome of a fellowship, such as a contribution towards a particular cause because you believe in the same things. And Thayer's Bible Dictionary defines it as the share which one has in anything, some form of participation, interaction, fellowship, intimacy, or some joint contribution. And so we can boil it down to sort of these two core ideas. The idea of something that is shared or held in common by a group, and a partnership or participation towards a common goal. But the question we want to consider tonight is, well, the word fellowship, koinonia, in and of itself is not special. It's no different to supporters of a particular sporting club, or the Richies all dressing up to go to the cricket, or people who are particularly passionate about collecting vinyl, or your local bridge club, or whatever that happens to be. You can have many things in common. So what is it about our community, our common beliefs, that is different? You may also hear koinonia described as the unity displayed by the Roman army when they went out. They had each other's back. They had one goal, one cause, one thing that they were working together in common. It's a little bit closer. It is an analogy that's used to describe believers. But the bigger question we want to ask is, what does Scripture define fellowship as looking like? And the reading we had to introduce tonight, 1 John 1, is a great place to start. Because in that little section that we had read for us this morning, the idea of fellowship, that word koinonia, appears 4 times. We'll read from verse 3 through to verse 7, where John writes, "That which we have seen and heard we declare to you, that you may have fellowship with us. And truly our fellowship is with the Father and with his Son, Jesus Christ. And these things we write to you, that your joy may be full. This is the message which we have heard from him and that we declare to you, that God is light and in him is no darkness at all. If we say that we have fellowship with him and we walk in darkness, we lie and we do not practice the truth. But if we walk in the light